What's up, guys? This is Alex and Nate podcast, episode 3. We haven't posted it in a little while. It's been like 2 weeks. That's on us. We've been slacking on it, but we're back this week. The Raiders just beat the Dolphins in an overtime win, and we're excited. 3-0. So even we're surprised that we started this well on the season. So we're gonna get into it and what we liked, what we didn't like, and we'll go from there. So what did you think about the win, Alex?
I was very scared. I had I had a lot of memories of last year of those half and like the end of the season kind of losses against the Chargers, against the Falcons, against the Dolphins. And it was just
it was one of those, like, it was a trap game for us. Like, easily any last year before, we would have lost this game easily.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think that this year, because we have like our defense like a lot better for sure, that it kind of like gave the offense energy to like go out there and like keep on trying during the game. Instead of last year, it's like, oh, the other offense on the other opposing team just kept on scoring, and it's like we couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah, I think the defense, honestly, it picked us up a lot because we're down. We started. It was just one of those typical like first quarter, just things. It pick six. Things just went bad. Like everything that could go wrong, that went wrong, and that was one of those kind of like typical starts for us. Like the Atlanta game last year, is like, okay, now it's just a guy out of hand, especially because we didn't have a defense last year. But the defense picked us up. It really did that. The Zay Jones play on the recovery of the punt, that started us to come back. And then we got the safety, and then we ended up scoring on that drive, I believe, and that got us right back into the game. Stuff like that, that didn't happen for us last year. So yeah. It's a lot more. I feel like last year would have been. I feel like DC, especially last year, I feel like DC felt like he had to do everything, have everything on the shoulders. Like if he doesn't score, it's just too much pressure. I feel like now he can just, it's like, all right, it's cool. We're gonna get a stop. Let's go back out there and like go for it again. But like it's night and day. It's night and day.
For sure.
Some of the biggest players that I think showed up this week again for me was Ruggs and Bryan Edwards. They really played well. Really, really well. Me and Alex have been big fans of Bryan Edwards. We really, really liked him last year in his rookie season. And he just got hurt and didn't get to play in time. But me and Alex really, really believe that he could be a number one kind of receiver. I feel that way. I really do. He played really well today. He had 89 yards, 3 catches on 5 targets. And he had some clutch catches, really clutch catches.
For sure.
And Ruggs, Ruggs was catching some jump balls, like
and some
sideline catches. Like he played really, really good. And we didn't even. Waller had 7 targets, but he had 54 yards. So I feel he's been more of a decoy these last 2 games.
Yeah.
And I think that him being such a focal point in that first game, I think kind of scared teams off. Like double him, double him, and it's opening things up for Bryan, Ruggs, and Waller. Bryan, Ruggs, and Renfrow. So, I think this wasn't even our best game. I don't think this was we played bad and we still won. But yeah, like we weren't even playing good. Like we played. This was honestly. If I give it like an overall grade, offense and defense, including like all the mistakes that we made, it might be like a high C+ of a game. I know we won, either high C+ or B- because there was a lot of things that just, we didn't. It wasn't a complete game. Like all these games that we've been playing hasn't even been a complete game yet. Like the Ravens game, we didn't have a run game going. Steelers game, no run game going. This game, we had a run game, but it was like the offense was a little inconsistent from here to there. The defense was good in the first half, and then in the fourth quarter, it kind of let up a little bit. Like we still haven't played a complete game, and we've been beating these playoff teams. Dolphins, a borderline playoff team. Like, and I feel like that says a lot, especially in two of the games we've been down 14-0.
Hmm. Yeah.
And especially a game like this is a normal trap game for us. Like always, old Raiders is always, oh, we start 2-0 and we lose a game that we probably should win. They didn't have their starting quarterback, like, but we were really resilient. Peyton Barber played really, really well too, and we had a run game. Pass game was a little inconsistent from here to there, and I feel like it says a lot that we played bad and we were still able to win.
Yeah. And I also think that, like, especially with that, like, our best target was pretty much out of the game for the majority because he was just either double teamed or we couldn't get it to him, or he was just, I mean, Xavier Howard or Byron Jones was on him. It was just like we had to go to like other people, Hunter Renfro, Henry Ruggs, Brian Edwards, and it was just like it was kind of like a group effort, but it was also like there was still a lot left on the table, and that's what I kind of like, but don't like in a way because it's like, okay, there's still a lot we can improve on, but we still won at the expense of like
mistakes, so many mistakes.
Yeah.
We had chances to win the game, bro. We like this is a game we honestly could have lost. Maybe honestly, we probably should have lost. Like because we had chances. Like I get like running down the clock, but you don't. We were sitting on the lead in the fourth quarter. I don't like that.
Me neither.
We kept running it like, yeah, we had 100. Peyton Barber had 111 rushing yards on the game, but like that's not our bread and butter.
It didn't feel important. It didn't feel important.
Yeah, we weren't getting anything. We got like 2 yards, a yard. We're trying to kill clock. I understand that. Don't sit on the lead. That's why they came back. I don't like when we do that.
Me neither.
We almost like throw the ball, bro. You have a good quarterback. You have an MVP kind of quarterback right now. Throw the damn ball. That's what I in my opinion. I'm not a fucking coach, but I mean it's just like just throw the ball, bro. You need 5 yards, throw the ball. We ran it on probably I don't know exactly when, but it was the fourth quarter. It was probably like 3rd and 5 or something, and we ran the ball, something like that, and we punted and gave them a chance to come back down the field. We were putting a lot of pressure on our defense this time, and they came through eventually, only giving up 3 points, and then they gave the touchdown to tie it. But it's like you're asking them to do a lot, and I felt like down the stretch they got really tired.
Yeah. And I think I remember the drive. I think it was like 7 or 6 minutes left. We're up by, I think, like, 8, I think it was. And first down, okay, we get 2 yards. We ran it. Second down, it was like 3rd and 8. We ran it. We got a yard. 3rd and 7. We run it again. We didn't get anything. We pumped the ball. And then there you go. They're 8 points.
Yeah, it's just, we really, really, really leaned on the defense this game. I know we scored 31 points, but I just feel like we had kind of like, especially just down the stretch, I feel like we could have thrown it a few times. I feel like we just had a lot of mistakes that we kind of gave them chances to win the game. So it wasn't by any means a pretty win, but I mean, a win's a win. So I'll take it any which way. So
yeah.
But there's a lot of mistakes that I feel like we could clean up. But I mean, it's a win. So I'll take it. On the defensive side of the ball, I think we played really, really good. It's just that it was that last quarter. I think we were just asking them to do a little too much.
Yeah.
Because we didn't sustain any drives in the fourth quarter. It was basically run, punt, run, punt, both times. And then they got back, they got the ball again, and then they scored. So I feel like in the fourth quarter, maybe it wasn't so much on the defense, but when you see the defense a certain amount, like so many times in a game, you get used to their looks. So it was just dink and dunk. They're getting down the field. When we mostly run a cover 3, so it just finds the soft spots in the zone, and that's what they were doing. They stopped trying to go down the field, like. So I think that's where they took advantage of our defense, and that's not so much on the defense. I just feel like it was just a matter of us not sustaining drives on offense when they got comfortable with the looks that we were giving them. But yeah. I give the defense an overall grade. I give them a B. The defense, I give them a B. They picked us up a lot in this game.
Yeah, I would also agree on that. And it's like we wouldn't score, and then defense would go out, ball out, we wouldn't score again. And it's like they would always get drained. And up to the fourth quarter, we saw them 8-ish, 9-ish, probably more. and 9-ish times, and it's like they get super tired, they're gassed out. They really have like, of course, the football players, of course, they have energy, but it's not like the beginning of the game where we
Yeah,
keep on getting
and
sacks and the pressure's there.
I think where you could tell, I at least for me, when Max got that roughing the passer, yeah, it was a bang bang call. Maybe they shouldn't have, but I feel like it was a little late of a hit, and I feel like because if you notice, he had to run. He was chasing him all the way around the edge, right? And he was on him. It was in the fourth quarter, right? And that was on the third down. And I feel like he was just tired, so he wanted to get a hit no matter what. I feel like him being fatigued at that point, I feel like it got hit to him, and that's why he just laid out and he just laid him out. See, maybe let's just say if he's not tired, maybe he just doesn't throw himself on the quarterback. Like, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I have more faith in Max than to just make a dumb play like that. You get what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
I feel like those kind of plays right there, like go into them being on the field so much.
Yeah. I could also see that because it's like, okay, I'm trying to get to him, I can't get to him. Okay, now here's my chance. And then he kind of like
You
does
get
a
there a
little
little
like,
late, a second late,
uh-huh.
and it's a call, it's a flag. So and if that doesn't happen, the game's probably over. Because that would have been what I want to say there was like 3 or 2 minutes left in the game right there, and they were at what they were gonna punt. They were gonna have to punt. They were gonna be like at 4th and 8 or something like that.
Yeah, it might have, no, it wasn't a fourth down. It was a third down, but
It was a third
yeah,
down. It was a third down, but they were gonna punt. They were gonna punt definitely. But yeah, I feel like the defense played. I think they really balled out today. I know they gave up 28 points, but when we needed them the most, I think they came up big.
yeah, same.
Because we came out like, bro, we came out super sluggish. Like just like I hate when we do this like a lot. We just come out
It's
like yeah,
scary.
we got this kind of like that's
Uh-huh.
all the vibe I get. I'm like you haven't earned that yet. You don't do that. Not in the football. You don't do that
Exactly.
in the NFL. And that's why that vibe I caught. Like we just came out tired. We didn't look fast, anything. And then pick six, and then the defense and then it was special teams that picked us up, and the defense. It was really
Yeah.
really good on those side of the ball.
And I think that I forgot what play it was. Oh, so I ended up finding the play, and it was the 4th and 1 play in our own territory, and we went for it and we didn't convert, and it was just like a play where it was like, oh my god, why did we do that? And it was
Yeah, I
just
feel
like,
like that's just like I mean, I know he's trying to probably get us going. Like Gruden's probably trying to get like a spark, but like wake us up. But I just feel like that's stupid. That's
yeah,
stupid. You're asking a lot from the defense to not give up
exactly.
any points, let alone a field goal. So
Uh-huh.
like you punt the ball, make them work for it. Like that, you're too close, bro. I think that was stupid.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I agree with you. That was a dumb play. I think that was a
Yeah.
bad call. Because I mean, take away like honestly, bro. If you take away the pick six and the territory that we gave them off of that 4th and 1, you could easily take away 7 points, at least one or the other. Like it's just too dumb. I feel like that was just a bad decision on the 4th and 1 to
Yeah.
go for it.
Because that's
So
that's 14 points. That's 14 points for
14
them right
points,
there.
14 points. Like
That's crazy.
that's what I'm saying. The defense played really well. Like it's not even. I don't blame the defense on that short yardage situation. They're almost in the red zone already at that point. And
Yeah.
then the pick six, 14 points, 28. What's that? What is that? What is the math on that?
Got 14 points. We gave 14
They would have
points.
had exactly. So there's not. They don't take nothing away from the defense for those plays. But another standout, I feel like Nate Hobbs is really really good, bro. Like he's not gonna freaking win you any games, but he can make a big play when it's needed. Like he tackles really well. Like just this here and there, I just noticed him. Like wow, like look at that was a nice play.
Yeah.
That was a nice tackle. Like he
Uh-huh.
fights, bro. He's really aggressive. I really really like that about him.
Mm-hmm.
Casey Hayward too, bro. Like we have playmakers, bro. Hey, I
Mm-hmm.
have a question. What? It was just me, or did we not see Nick Witowski on the field that much?
I didn't see him either.
I
Swear
saw
to
him
God.
late in either overtime or the fourth quarter. I think here and there.
I
Either he was on
remember
the field. Either he was on the field and he wasn't making any plays, or he just didn't see him. I think it was that. I don't think he was on the field.
this is what I remember in the fourth quarter when who got subbed out late because they got injured or something happened with them.
It
was
one of
Denzel Perriman. It was Denzel Perriman.
Yeah, it was Denzel Perriman. Yeah, and then Nick Wachowski came in.
He was
because
Charles Davis.
He was one of he's one of my favorite players.
Nick
is, and I was like, and I noticed I was like, he's not playing. I was like, oh, he's in the game. I can see because he's he's a white linebacker. It's pretty obvious. He's like, so we saw him right there. I was like, oh, he's in the game. I'm like, finally. And I think what were we gonna say about Charles Davis saying what?
And Charles Davis, he was talking about, oh, Denzel Perriman's coming out of the game. Nick Wachowski's gonna have to fill in his roles. I was like, why isn't he already in the game?
Why isn't he starting?
Exactly.
Maybe it's because they're trying to work him in slowly. Maybe.
Yeah, because of his concussion. Out. I could see that. Yeah.
Maybe that's why. But I don't like. Even I feel like that's the answer to the question because last year he played really well. Maybe it's just. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's either that. I'm figuring it's that, or maybe he doesn't fit what we're trying to do on defense. But I feel like he's good enough to figure out to put him somewhere. I feel like if that's the case.
But I have like a thing about the defense right now. It's like it's good, but it's like I don't notice the big plays that happen because there's so many people that make good plays. So it's like it'll be Max, it'll be Yannick, it'll be KJ Wright, it'll be Denzel Perriman, it'll be Nick. Let's just say maybe the fourth quarter of the Dolphins game, tackle or whatever. It'll be Casey Hayward. It'll be Jonathan Abram making like
bro. We have playmakers. Like we have playmakers. We don't have any like game break. Like I think, like when I say game breakers, I mean like a game breaker kind of player is like J.J. Watt, Khalil Mack, Aaron Donald, T.J.
Jalen Ramsey.
Those are game breakers. Like those players, like they'll wreck your game, like your whole thing. I don't think Max is on that level yet.
No,
I love him, but he's not on their level. But I think the combo of Max and Yannick cause enough havoc to get the quarterback on his toes.
Yeah,
and I feel like just because they're there, like bro, I don't know if you noticed, but Yannick's jump off the ball on the line of scrimmage is insane. Like
because he played outside linebacker. He's
crazy off the edge, bro. He's so fat. Like his jump is insane. I don't know how he times it so well. Like it's really, really good. I don't know if I'm like I don't know if there's any stats on that, but I was just especially in overtime and like on like crucial third downs or anything. Like he gets off the edge quick, bro. Like it's just really, really weird how fast he gets off the edge.
And because there was sometimes I was watching him, I was like, "That's not a flag," and I'm like,
"Yeah, right." Because he gets off the line so fast. I was like, "Is that a flag?" Because it looks weird, right? Like it doesn't look natural. Like
it doesn't, because like the ball snaps and he's already there. Like
and he's gone. And you know what? It almost worked against him on the fourth and what was it like 2 on the fourth quarter at the end of the fourth quarter. Because he got that's the play I'm talking, especially that play. He got off the line so fast that he pushed Brissett out of the out and inside to the right side of the pocket. That's why he ran that way. It almost worked to his disadvantage because he saw Yannick coming from his left side, and so he ran from that direction. Say Yannick doesn't come off that quick, maybe that hole doesn't open up as fast, or maybe he sits in the pocket a little bit longer. I don't know.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Because he got off quick. I was like, damn. I was like, I thought we had him. And then freaking Denzel gets his fucking ankles broken. Like, bro, Jonathan got his ankles broke. Was it Jonathan?
Yeah, it was Jonathan. Yeah.
Was it John it was by Brissett, right?
I remember.
Come on, Abram. Come on, bro. You gotta like, I'm not saying I would have made the tackle, bro. I'm not saying that, but just like
he just wanted to hit him.
You have more ability than that. Come on, Abram. I feel like that was a big play. I was on the third down, I think it was. You gotta make that tackle. Abram has to make that tackle. Okay, so as far as DC, Alex, how do you think he played today?
I think he played mid.
Mid?
Mid. I think he could have played better for sure.
Oh, I think he definitely could have played better too, because he had he had a few missed opportunities. Like he had the big Ruggs play, he overthrew him by just a few yards. That would have
Mhm.
been, that could have sealed the game right there. I think. Was it
Yeah.
really? Yeah, right. 'Cause did we end up punting on
Uh,
that drive, or is that did we score on that same drive?
we might have scored, but I mean that's just like something where like, oh,
Yeah,
could have
that's
looked a
a,
lot better.
that's a momentum kind of play right
Uh
there.
huh.
Definitely. Um, if you had to give him a grade, what would you give him?
I'd probably give an 8.
An 8?
Yeah, because I think he's 10 worthy, but he just didn't play as good as he
Yeah.
could have.
I'll give him because he made a few mistakes. I mean, it was a lot. I'll give a lot of the defense, defense. I'll give the Dolphins defense credit because they played well. I think their
Yeah,
defense
they
played
came
really
after
good.
for us.
Really, yeah, really sticky defense, especially the corners, really good.
Mhm.
I obviously like I don't what is it about the first half and like our first drive, our first half, like it's just we're almost like not that we're no shows, it's just like we come alive like later in the second. And then we
Um,
wake up, we wake the heck up like right at like we're going into the third quarter. Like we gotta stop going right after halftime. We went down and we scored like is it just like I like that better. I'd rather have that than the other way around.
mhm,
Because
for
it was
sure.
reversed like that to begin, like before. But no, I think the second half kind of saved it for him. So I'll give him an A. I'll give him an A
Yeah.
for sure. Um, play the game. What would you play the game? What do you think?
Play the game. Does it have to be one particular play, or could it be a player?
A player, yeah, a player, a player.
Um,
I got mine.
okay.
I got mine in my head.
I think I'm gonna have to go with. I think I'm gonna have to go with Max.
Max,
Yeah.
why?
Even though he might have not have had a sack, let me check.
No, I don't think he did have any. He didn't have any sacks.
Um, defense.
No, he hadn't have. He didn't have any sacks.
He did not. He
No.
didn't. I just think his presence was there the whole game, and I think
Yeah, you felt like it's not even like we may not get the sack numbers. Obviously, we're gonna be better than we have in the past, but we might not get like huge sack numbers and stuff like that. But I feel like these quarterbacks, I feel like they can feel them like right on
Mhm.
them all game, bro. I really do. Even NASA is playing well. Solomon Thomas too, bro. Like, just the whole line is just it's just different. I feel like you can just feel them in your face all game. Like I can see it. Like
Yeah.
if they don't get a sack, they're gonna get a hand on him or like, bro, he threw Brissett threw easily. He threw out of like 3 sacks. I think I want to say
Yeah. I
easy,
want to
probably
say.
like 3 sacks, like just off the top of my head.
Mhm.
So he's they're there all game. But for me, I think the player of the game, for me, I think it was Brian Edwards. He uses his clutch catches after clutch catch, and like when we needed the most, bro. Like, and then he broke off like what? It was like maybe a 30-yard gain off of that catch and run. Maybe he broke a first tackle. Maybe it was 30-yard gain, 20 yard maybe. I'm not sure.
Around,
I'm
I
not
think
sure.
it was like 15-ish, maybe.
I thought it was 20. I thought it was more than that. He broke like 2 tackles, I want to say, but I think he came through really clutch for us. I think he was my player of the game because we needed that more than anything on those plays. Like when it counts, like obviously every play is important, but like right there in the meat of the game, like win or lose, he was coming through clutch, and he's been doing it every game,
Yeah.
almost every game. So for me, he gets my player of the game. So we want to now. I feel like we can have a kind of conversation about our rankings. We haven't done that yet. I want to do that now. So we don't like we're just gonna kind of go off the top of the. I know we haven't even seen the Monday night game yet, but as of right now, Alex, where do you see us in the rankings as for tonight's win or today's win?
What do you mean by that? Like power rankings or like
Power rankings.
would we?
Power rankings. As of right now,
I think we're top 12.
top 12.
12, 12.
Okay, so I'm gonna have a beef with you, Alex. You don't think we're top 10 right now?
I don't think we're top 10. No, not
Why?
yet. Not yet.
Why?
Cause bro, we could wet the bed against the Chargers, and then everybody's like, okay, the Raiders are a fake type of thing.
I agree with that, but as of right now, we're not talking about next week. But right now, where are we at right now? Because I think there's a handful of teams that we're better than right now. Yeah, we could have lost this game, but we didn't. We didn't. We won. We won every game. We're undefeated right now. Like, to me, obviously I'm a Raiders fan. I'm gonna be biased. To me, the Broncos aren't that good. Their defense, I think, is good, but I mean, our defense would be looking like a number one defense if we played the Jags, the Jets,
Oh
and
yeah,
the fucking what? Who else did they play? It was another garbage team. Who else was it?
and the
It was another really
uh,
bad team. It was the Jaguars, the Jets, and
Jaguars, Jets, and the Giants. Oh my god.
the Giants. Like, you know how amazing our defense. We would have looked like a fucking. We would have looked at the Chiefs, bro. Like, I don't. They have not proved nothing to me yet. Obviously, you don't. You play who's in front of you, and bravo, good for them. But you look at our wins, and you look at their wins, and you tell me who would you put your money on? Broncos
Oh,
fan or not?
us, but that's not
Broncos,
the that's not the question
Raiders
though.
fan and Broncos fan alone. Like,
That's not the question
so
though. You didn't ask that
okay,
question. Who's better?
That's not what I'm saying. I know that's what I'm saying, but like,
So where
I
were you
just
going at? Come on.
I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of teams that might have a better record. They might not might have a worse record, but there's how are you gonna have us at 3-0 with the wins that we have, not in the top 10? That's what I'm trying to say.
I understand that, but it's like
Just name 10 teams better than us right now, just off of the top of your head. Okay, I'll do it with you. Rams,
okay,
Buccaneers,
Bucks, okay, Bills,
Chiefs.
Chiefs,
Okay, Chiefs. Okay, and the Bills,
okay, the Browns,
the Browns.
okay, the Packers. Hello?
Really? The Packers? Really? Really? Didn't they just sneak away against was it the Lions, right? They barely snuck away against the Lions, right?
No, they didn't.
Are you sure?
Very much so.
Wasn't it a close game going even into halftime?
Getting into halftime and ending the game is totally different.
What was the score?
Like 35-17. Maybe
Okay.
more. Maybe more.
Okay. Okay. Packers.
The Packers. Why was that a question?
Okay, that's 6. I don't think the defense is like good, but whatever. That's it. That's 6.
Okay. Seahawks.
No. Didn't they just lose? They just lost today.
It's 3 games.
I'm saying right now. Right now, the Seahawks are not better than us right now. I'll give you all the teams you just named. I'll give you all those.
The Panthers are 3-0, but doesn't mean that they're better than us.
I don't think they're better than us. I think they have good wins, solid wins. I'm just saying as of right now.
That's what I'm trying to get at, though. That's what I'm trying to get at, though.
I'm just saying. I think right now, I think the Panthers are a top 10 team, top 10, maybe a borderline 11. Right now, I'm talking about right now, Alex.
The Panthers.
I'm not just going off record. But I'm just saying everything that
you're
they're
making it
on,
seem like I don't think they're all that. I think once they go against a competitive playoff actual team, that they'll get exploited and they won't look as good.
Okay, so right now we have 6, and who else? Who else do you have ahead of us? But don't put the Seahawks in there. They have not shown enough.
The Cardinals.
Okay, Cardinals. You can say the Cardinals. I agree with that. That's 7. That's 7.
The Titans.
No. They're not better than us, bro.
Okay.
They're not better than us. So 7 more teams, Alex, or 7 teams ahead of us. I can agree with all of those. I'll give you the Packers. I'll give you the Bills, the Rams, Cardinals, Bucks, Chiefs. But I'm not gonna give you the Titans or the Seahawks. I'm not gonna give you that.
But it's like, bro, okay, you say the Cardinals, right? I don't think the Cardinals are all that. I just threw them out because I was like, okay, let's just see what he's gonna say. Hold on. Let's just see what he's gonna say about this. The Cardinals were a missed kick away from being 2-1.
Yeah, I agree with that. They probably should have. Yeah, they're a missed kick away from being 2-1. They stuck out of that. They barely won that game.
Okay,
But I'm
The Jaguars.
talking about as a complete team, bro. Like head to toe. Like the Cardinals, like just off of their fucking just based off of the kind of players that they have players that can wreck games, bro. They have Chandler Jones, they have JJ Watt, they have players on almost on every level. Buda Baker, Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins. They have a good, like, even just off of those names I just let alone, like they're there. I think they could be in the conversation. Yeah, they should be 2-1. They should be 2-1 right now. But I still think they're better as a team than us right now. I think they have too many playmakers at certain spots. They have too many superstar players at certain spots. Obviously, the names on the paper don't win you games, but the names on the paper have been winning them games. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, I get that. But you use that same logic to the Titans. They have Julio Jones. Okay, top 7 receiver.
Has he been playing? Has he been playing like it this year? Has he been playing that well this year? No.
His quarterback hasn't been playing like that.
Okay, that's my point.
But hold on. It's just 3 weeks.
Okay, but we're talking about 3 weeks as of right now. We're talking about 3 weeks right now. The Titans have not been playing like a top 10 team. It's their quarterback. It's Julio Jones have not been playing that well. That's my point. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The Seahawks, they have not been playing that well. They have not been playing up to the Seahawks standards, right? They have not been.
It's like
that's what I'm trying to tell you.
I use the same logic against you. Oh nope, that's not that. Like
what do you mean? What do you mean?
Like oh yeah, these people are what's it called? They're what would you call them? Game breakers or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh, Julio Jones not good no more.
He hasn't been playing well.
Derrick Henry, even though he just put up 180 rushing yards, not a good enough. Like,
bro, I'm talking about in a complete package in every single game. What have they shown you? The Titans got blown out by the Cardinals. They barely beat the Seahawks.
They beat them.
And yeah, they did.
We barely beat the Dolphins. What does that say about us? Like,
yeah, exactly. It's the same thing. But who would you rather have? Derek Carr? It's about the whole team. It's about the totality, Alex. You're taking certain players here and there.
But you're taking one player then. You're taking one player. Like,
I'm not taking one player, but I mean, who would you rather have as a team and as your quarterback?
It's the totality as a team. Like,
what do you mean? What do you?
I'm using the same logic against you, and then you're like,
no, you're not. No, you're not.
It's like,
you're not making sense.
You're not. How does it feel when I'm talking to you?
What do you mean? No, okay.
That's how I feel. What do you mean?
Okay. Who did the Titans beat?
Titans beat 2 teams, I think, right? Yeah.
Who did they beat? The Seahawks?
They beat, the Seahawks and
a playoff team?
And the Colts, I think.
I don't know. I think they did.
Colts beat the playoffs last year.
Colts, playoff team. They beat 2 playoff teams.
Hold on. Pause. The Colts look like dog poop this year. They really do.
Yeah, they do. They look like crap.
Exactly. So it's like playoff team, but like.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
That's my point. Hold on. That's my point. Okay. We branch out to us. The Steelers. Playoff team, right? They went 12-0 and then lost their 4 games, whatever.
But listen.
Hold on. Let me finish. They lose to the Bengals. Are the Bengals now good? Or the Steelers now terrible? They have a couple injuries. Is that an excuse? Hold on. And then we beat Baltimore, okay? And then it's like, okay, they beat the Chiefs. All right. That kind of puts us on a little pedestal. And then they literally they needed the record breaking kick field goal to win the game.
To win the game against Lions. I understand what you're saying, Alex.
Exactly.
Okay. We didn't need none of that stuff we didn't need a fucking like insane shit to happen. We won our games, yes, 2 in overtime. But the teams we're playing, they're still good teams.
They are good teams.
The Dolphins,
yeah, they are.
The Dolphins, they got blown out, but they showed they're good enough to win games. They could win 8 or 9 games. Yeah, a mediocre team, but a mediocre team, if you're sleeping on them like we were in the first half, can beat you. Steelers, at the time when we beat them, everyone thought they would beat us. When we beat the Ravens, everyone thought that we would lose to the Ravens.
I agree.
So that's what I'm saying. Up to this point, how can you say that we're not in the top 10?
It's
That's my
because
point.
okay, so we don't make the playoffs. Now we're looked at as a team that's out of the top 16 around there. And then there's teams like the Chargers that were a game behind us. They ended up beating us at the end of the year. What does that say about them? I mean, at the end of the year, at that point, they probably look better, right? We went 1-5 in our last 6 games. Okay, so that's 17. And then you count all the other teams. Let's just say we're 19, right? We win 3 last year caliber playoff teams, right? From last year, okay? We jump up, but I don't think we jump up to the top 10 to the 6th seed in the AFC.
I'm not saying I'm not, but
top 10 is playoffs.
We're not a playoff team. You don't think we're a playoff team?
No, we are.
As of right now,
we are
okay,
because there's enough teams to make the playoffs. Of course.
So what are you saying?
How many seeds are in the playoffs? There's 7. That means there's 14 teams in the playoffs.
Okay.
I'm not saying that we're not top 14 because then that would be out of the playoffs, of course.
So where do you think we're in the 12, like the 12 range?
I think we're 11, right outside.
Then give me 10 teams better than us, in your opinion.
In my opinion, okay, the ones
okay, that I won't say anything. I'll give you my thoughts right after. You just tell me.
Okay, it's
okay. I'll do it with you. I'll do it with you again. Okay, go.
It's the Seahawks. Okay. The Cardinals.
Okay.
The Rams.
Okay.
The Buccaneers.
Okay.
Okay. The Packers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nobody from the NFC East, of course not. The Chiefs. Okay, that's 6. Okay. And then the Titans.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the Browns.
Mm-hmm.
And the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
And then probably I'm missing a team. I already said it though.
Cardinals?
I already said it. I forgot the team.
Packers.
There we go.
And then you think we're right behind them?
And then we're right there behind them. Not in order that top 10.
Not in order.
But I think we're right outside. I think we need one more week because 4-0 looks a lot better than 3-0.
That's fair. And we play the Chargers next week.
Exactly why I say that'll put us. I think it won't jump us to 10. I think it'll jump us to 9-8. There you go.
Okay, I feel like maybe I'm just putting a little too much stock into this win. I feel like maybe I am because it's normal for us to lose this game.
Yeah.
It's normal.
But
this is the kind of game that we usually lose. So maybe that's why I'm putting too much stock into it. But just look at the teams that we beat. That's all I'm trying to say.
I feel like
I disagree with a few teams. Most of the teams, I don't think we're better. I feel like we can be at least in the 9 range right now.
See, because look, a lot of teams like figure out stuff at the end of the season, like the Browns did last year. They were like, oh my God, like, why aren't they performing? And then Odell gets injured and they're like, okay, they're not going to make the playoffs. And then Baker goes on this little hot streak. He ends up doing good. They end up like pretty much washing like Pittsburgh out of the water in the first playoff game. They ended up winning. They almost beat the Chiefs. In the divisional. And then
you're saying
maybe some teams.
Who's to say that can happen to us on the flip or on the flip side of it, or other teams can happen in their favor?
No, I'm saying it as another week to look at other teams and to see maybe like a team like the Titans might be better than we think, or they might be worse, or other teams.
And so you think through 4 weeks you can know
the first quarter of the season.
First quarter of the season, you know who a team is as of that point.
A good chunk.
A good chunk of what that team is going to look like for the most part. Okay. I could roll with that.
Yeah. And who knows? The Titans might wet the bed next week, and then they jump 5 spots down. They're like 13 or 14 now, and then we jump up 3 or 8 or whatever, and then we're looking like a better team in week 4.
Yeah,
or after week
that,
4.
bro, that Chargers game next week is gonna be something. That oh my god, bro, like that's gonna be a crazy ass game.
I honestly think this is how I think this year's gonna play out. There's gonna be
Honestly, I really think. Okay, I'll let you finish. Man, I think they're gonna lose out for the Chargers
I also think so. And I
because
think that
I'm like they have
hold up,
playmakers on every level, bro. They really do. Go
hold
ahead,
up,
sorry.
hold up. I think there's gonna be 3 teams in the playoffs in the AFC West.
AFC West. Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
There is, and it's not
Yeah.
gonna be the Broncos. Broncos
Yeah,
are not making the playoffs.
it's not
They're
gonna
not
be the
making the playoffs.
Broncos.
Sorry,
Uh-uh.
Broncos fans. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry,
Obviously, we don't
Broncos
care about
fans.
Broncos fans, but just saying.
Bro.
Just you guys show me some more impressive wins, and then I can give you guys some credit.
Yeah. Because next week
Point blank.
I think they also play another sorry.
They
team.
probably play the fucking Lions next week, bro. They probably do.
Let's check.
I'm not gonna lie. I would probably be riding on my little high horse if I was them right now. I'm not gonna probably lie, but I would keep my expectations a little lower. But I mean, I would be talking shit if I was 3-0. So
they're against the Ravens.
Oh, they're gonna lose. But actually, well, I mean, I won't give them that far. I give the defense credit. I think their defense is good.
Hey, Bradley Chubb is injured for a long time.
Yeah, but bro, Patrick Surtain.
He is good.
He's really good. He's really good. He's really good.
Yeah. And then the rest of that defense with like Kareem Jackson, Justin Simmons.
They got a good defense. They got a good defense. I give it to them. But I say the Raiders at least the minimum at least 10-9 in that range. Alex has them 11. But
we're right outside. We need to prove it against like
I can roll with that.
High octane offense.
I can roll with that. But yeah, I think that's gonna conclude this week's episode, guys. We got a little heated debate today, so it was good. There's some good stuff. This should be out either tomorrow. It's just gonna be either Monday or Tuesday, latest on Wednesday. So I'm gonna try and get it out to you guys. So this is episode 3? It's episode 3.
Yeah.
So
sorry about that.
See you guys. Yeah, sorry guys. Sorry. So we'll see you guys in the next one. This is for the Nate and Alex podcast. Peace out.
Peace.